Hello. Like any of us, is that what I'm doing? I know. I start again. Like any of us, I want to do my job well. I want to explain something, and I want it to explain as simple and as well as possible. You see, it is confusing here because everybody of you who are on this page, want to understand the universe. So do I. And I can explain the beginning of the universe, and I can also explain why the universe started to be. That is not so difficult. And you, on your side, you do the same. You search and you want to find out. You read a lot, and you look and count one and one together. And but we can't be all scientists. We can't be all mathematicians. We can't all be physicians, cosmologists, theologians. Impossible. And so I can explain the universe, but only with the words of common sense, and I can only explain why it was created. Of course, I can't prove it on a blackboard. I'm not a mathematician, and that is not necessary. There are other people who can do that much better than me. But I can explain why it happened, and that is something what is very important for you to understand, because it is because you live and because you want to live. You see, as your life began 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years ago, maybe 60 or 70 years ago, you plan something. You have something in your mind. You want to be someone. And here, in the very first step, we all together, we all in general make a mistake. To become someone doesn't mean that we fulfill the headlines, that we are the first in the news with any discovery, or because we can run very fast, or we can write a beautiful book or something. That is not the point. The point is, what do you want to spread out? The point is, what do you want to send out? What do you want to be? And here, a lot of people shrink back, start to shiver, because at first they don't know what they send out, and the second is because they don't know why they want to send out something, and they don't want to know what they actually send out. But as a kind of substitute, they look around, see a lot of people, and say, "Oh my God, that's all wrong, and how could he, and how could she, and why is she like that, and are you insane?" And then the blaming starts. It must be a shock from us, must be a shock for all of us. But there is no outside and no inside. There's only something in common. And whatever exists, you are a part of that. You have a very minor part when you don't agree with that. But if you agree or not, that is your decision. From the word two, from the beginning of time, you have had your finger in everything what exists. From everything. To put it like that, the pyramids was built, you have been a part of that. The discovery of penicillin from Fleming, you have been apart from that. The building of the Suez Channel, you have been there. It was your part as well. The biggest movie, the biggest run, you have been apart from that. Why? because it was built up with energy parts, and these energy parts you share. How much? That depends from your will. Of course, there is a possibility to say, but not from this. The Inquisition, for example. The Inquisition, the witch hunting, my God, the NS time in Germany, for heaven's sake, who want to be apart from that? As far as I know, not much people. And those people who want to be part of that, I wouldn't take serious, and honestly, I don't want to be apart from that. And here is something where my part comes in. Is it something I want to share? I want to be apart from this? Or do I say, no, for heaven's sake, not from this? And take all my energy parts out of that, so that it has nothing to do with me anymore. I don't know if it reminds you on something, but here we come to the role God play. You see, God is really everywhere. Wherever you go, whatever you find, God is already there. The question is it something what you like to share? Or is it something where from what you say, no, that is something I disagree. Not at all. Everything what is and everything what exists is like a playing ground. And it's up to you if you play with that and you are busy with that, and to make it strong and powerful. And so see to that it comes in power. Or if you say, no, not with my help, and not with my energy, and not with my whole love and everything, I go away from this. That is your choice. And by the way, for science, and now I'll come to the science, what you can find out is, of course, the beginning of the universe. Of course, we found out a lot, and we find out much more. Of course. You want? Good, go. No bother at all. Everything's fine. Do it. The question here is only why, and not. I mean, that is now. It sounds like as I would take it back what I said a minute ago. But no. It is question why. Because you want to multiple knowledge. Yeah, good idea. Do it. Nothing is so well as knowledge, love, and happiness. And so please produce it with your mind, with your being, and with your thoughts. And whatever you do, please mark. As long as you are complaining about something, you make this, what you're complaining about, stronger. Because this has then your attention. But what have your attention? Attention is something what becomes strong. And so our role, that what we can do, is to find ourselves in that what we like to have, and what we favorite. That is something. Oh, that is something what I like, and that's something what I don't like, and there I want to be. Okay, go there. But before you are there, everything has to go out. Everything has to put away what doesn't agree with that. Hence, it is so difficult to order a car from myself, to order have to have a nice job, and to order I want to live in peace and happiness, when practically the half of your energy parts, the half of your thoughts, serve something else. It is impossible that you are in heaven, and then in heaven always to complain about somebody else. That is not the tone heavenly circumstances like to hear. No, not really. That's because I am so concentrated on vibration, on oscillation, and how we can come in tune with that. That is really our target, and that is really our aim. That is that what we want to have. There is something what we want to love. There is something what we will see, what we think is glorious. Good, hin, go, and hurry up then. But never forget, then everything breaks away from you what isn't fitting with that what you like, and that can cause you some headache at first. And that's why I say don't want a special target. Yes, when I have this job, then I'm happy. Yes, when I have this woman for my own, then I'm happy. When I have this man for my husband, for mine, then I am happy. Quatsch, nonsense, fiddly. You are happy when you make a point what kind of energy you like to be, and to collect exactly those energy elements. And now we have a lot, such as happiness, luck, worthiness, healthiness, harmony, knowledge, appreciation, education. We say something like lightness, something holiness, honesty, truth. You see, everything, what is an adjective? How is something? It's something what you can like to be, what you can become. The more energy parts you have from that, and the more concentrate and the more eager you are and determined to bring everything out what isn't fitting anymore. And by the way, here you can become really an egoist. I am an egoist, honestly, because I want to have a very high vibration. Nothing more, nothing less, but this. I want to have a high vibration. Why? Because someone who is in a high tune, in a high vibration, isn't able to be criminal. He isn't able to harm other people. Not with his words, not with his fists, and not with a gun. Someone who has a high vibration is able to walk over water. To be honest, I don't know why it is so very funny to walk over water, because I like to swim. But okay, that's only okay. Let's forget the remark. But please understand that is something what you have to know. And when you are determined to have something, or determined to get something, I can give you only one good advice, if I'm allowed to have a good advice, to give you a good advice. Ask for a high vibration. Ask to come in tune with the highest God, with the highest angel. Then it will succeed. Later on, when you have a high vibration, everything comes. And everything starts to become clear. I wish you so much that you can achieve that. And I hope that you can understand what has that to do with science. Everything. Because when you have a high vibration and then you go and jump into science, finally you have answers, any answer you like to have. You understand everything. And what is more, you wouldn't harm anybody with that. Maybe you'll get the perception for a nice satellite, another satellite, or what. Okay, but it won't harm anybody. So I think it was enough for now, and I hope really that you take your time to understand that. And by the way, ask me. I'm willing to answer.